Okay, guys, so I know it's been a while since I've been on here, and I have just really been getting myself together, and God was just reminding me that when He blinded Paul for those 3 days, he was in a resting state. He was in a getting himself together state, and that's okay. And so now He's putting me out there, and this video is going to be talking about Ruth and how Ruth represents God to us. So when Ruth said to Naomi, "Where you go, I will go," it didn't really click to me until this morning, where I was like, that's what you say, God, to us. When we feel down, when we feel sorrowful, when we're feeling like Mara, and like the world is against us, and like nothing is working out for us. When we feel that way, you are that person that is with us no matter where we go, no matter what we do, no matter how we think. You are always with us. As long as we are acknowledging you and, accepting you into our hearts, because Naomi could have been absolutely terrible, absolutely rude, like, no, I don't want you. And even in that, God still will choose us. Do you know how many people turn from like being full-on Satanists, full-on atheists, and switching and turning to Jesus Christ? A lot of people do. And it just goes to show that God will never give up on us. God will never stop loving us. God will never stop pursuing us. We have to become human, humble humans, and realize that what we do here on this earth matters. And not only that, but the simple fact of we're not perfect. We may try to portray us we're perfect. We're not perfect human beings. And we serve a perfect God. People who are true children of God serve a perfect God. But my thing is, Ruth also represented faith. And I can see like a lot of people that watches my videos do represent faith as much as I do. Probably more, because I feel like lately my faith has been lacking because I'm human. I'm not perfect. And God is just teaching me to just keep going, keep trying, keep believing in me, keep believing in yourself. And so that's what I've been doing lately. I've been, really disciplined as best as I can be. And it's really showing me that faith is literally a muscle. Like if you can start imagining and being the Lulu that your faith is a muscle. You can put a muscle in your brain, a muscle in your stomach, a muscle in your legs. It's a muscle. So when they say faith without works is dead, that's so true, because you have to put in the work to build your faith. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to feel like the world is against you. However, you can get out of that. When you're in the ocean and you're in the boat and the boat is completely still, you're not moving at all. So when you start to have them waves and it starts to feel uneasy, that's when your faith is like, okay, I know the waves are scary. I know this is uncertain. I know the storm is coming. And it could already be there in that moment. What we need to do is keep that faith and trust in God and realize, okay, this is happening for me, not to me. This is happening to push my boat to the next destination that I need to be in. Because if I choose to just be stuck, simple life, no worries, nothing concerning me, still boat, still water. And of course, let me remind something. In Psalms 23, it does talk about the Lord leading you to still water. That is something that we do have to acknowledge. Still water is okay. It's okay. However, when our faith is being pushed and molded and grown, there's going to be some bumps. There's going to be some waves. Our job is to be okay with the waves. Our job is to be okay with the crashing of the water and the waves, because that's what happened with Ruth. That's what happens with us. That's what happens with everything in life. Life is so uncertain, and there's so much unexpected twists and turns that we face. However, if we can just be like, okay, God, I trust you. God, you are the Alpha and Omega. You are the before, the middle, and the end. So if you know my end, and right now I'm in the middle of the storm, I just have to trust you. No matter how many times I cry, no matter how many times I say, I don't want to do this. I don't like this. This isn't for me. God, why would you do this? No matter how many times I do that, or you do that, or we do that, you still have to get through it. You still have to trust God. And so that's why he's been working on me a lot lately. And it's been okay. It's been okay. And I feel like he's doing that a lot with you all, because it's about to get cold. This is when the enemy loves to attack people, because there's no connection with people, and especially people who aren't married right now. We don't have that companion to, hug and cuddle to release the, what is it called? It's not dopamine, oxytocin. We don't have that. And we have to remain faithful in not doing stuff like that until we are married, because it just goes to show that we have discipline, that we have self-control, that we are strong human beings. And it sets a great example and representation for other people. So when we're in this cold season, and when we pretty much are ultimately like stuck in the house in the cold, find things that releases your oxytocin. And I don't know if it releases or gives you, but look into oxytocin, because that's important right now. Even a little bit of dopamine. Like, just don't get so consumed with the dopamine or consumed with the oxytocin. Do everything in moderation. But it is so important right now, because we're finna get cold. People are finna get sad and lonely. And in this time, you have to find a safe place. You have to find that light that you can go to. And, my light is Jesus. My light is praying and getting in my word and just staying connected to him. And so I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Look at Ruth. Read into Ruth. I know there's this new movie out with Tyler Perry on Netflix. Not with Tyler Perry, but by Tyler Perry, called Ruth and Boaz. And, Tyler Perry is something, okay? He's something. I don't know how to feel about Tyler Perry. And so I did enjoy the movie. I will say that I enjoyed the movie, because it was, I don't know why I've been kind of getting into the romance, like the whole, como se dice, love. I love love. Like, I love the whole Song of Solomon, the back and forth tennis match. She runs, he chases her type of thing. I love that. That's probably why my standards are so high, because, sir, if you're not chasing me, I'm not chasing you. I'm sorry. It's just not in my heart of hearts to chase a man. I've done it before. It has not worked. I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just trusting God, And even if I don't find that forever friendship, forever companion here on this earth, I know I'll be okay, because I have God. Of course, it'll sting a little. Things that God take you through stings a little. I'm not going to lie. It stings. Some things sting. It do. If you end up applying for a job and you don't get it, it stings. If you end up engaged and they end up cheating on you and you don't get married, that stings. If you end up applying for a college and you don't get into it, it stings. These things sting so bad. So I'm not even going to invalidate people's feelings. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is not about suppressing your emotions. None of that. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to get mad at the Lord, get mad at the Lord. Jacob, I believe that was Jacob and Esau. Jacob wrestled with the Lord, broke his hip, wrestled with the Lord, and he was still somebody that God used. don't be afraid to just let it all out. Lay it at the cross. When people tell you, oh, feelings are not facts. Feelings, our Lord cried. There's so many people in the Bible who went through stuff and who felt things heavily. It was a burden on people. But when they released it and let it all out and laid it at the cross, it felt so much better because they knew that this is not theirs to keep. Their trauma is not theirs to keep. Their problems is not theirs to keep. Their anguish and their pain and their abuse is not theirs to keep. They gave it to God. They let him use it, and they knew. Even if it's not in that moment, once they encountered Jesus, they knew. Okay. And there may be times like where you go back and forth. I've done it before, where you go back and forth of like, yes, I trust you, but this is something that I really wanted. This is something that I really desired. And God is like, that's okay. But what I have for you is better. And even if you do choose to do that thing without the Lord's regard, he's still going to be there. And if he really needs you to be where he needs you to be, he's going to take you back. What was that lady? I cannot remember her name. It starts with the H. She was Abraham's, second wife or something like that. When she left that place and God, the angel, redirected her back to live with Abraham and Sarah, I would have been destroyed. I would have felt embarrassed. I would have felt ridiculed. I would have felt so much emotions because we're human. But she still did what God told her to do. She still, decided to have faith in God and trust him. And it turned out good for her. Probably not the best, but on this earth is so temporary. We may not have the best life here on this earth, but God may have us set up in the biggest palace in heaven because of the stuff that we had to go through here on earth. So just keep the eternal mindset in you. Like, yes, I'm going through some hardships right now. You have the choice to change it. You have the choice to just step back from those hardships and choose something different. We have free will. But regardless, you still went through that hardship, and God still acknowledges the fact that you still kept trusting him through that. Okay? So, I encourage you guys to keep trusting God no matter how hard life gets. Keep trusting him, keep relying on him, and keep leaning on him. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.